Hello and welcome back.
I love how the dead dragon just hangs out there.
We are going to make the dragon go away in this video.
We should go take a lot of barbecue sauce, but we'll do it.
Man, I bet barbecue dragon would be good.
Really, dude, you slather barbecue sauce in just about anything, it's tasty.
This is true, especially if you get some of that good homemade sauce, not that craft shit.
See, I don't home-make barbecue sauce yet, but I like Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's is decent.
But I like a good smoky barbecue sauce, though.
Oh yeah. Sweet Baby Ray's is actually an integral ingredient in the sauce I make.
That's respectable. I think I like you more now, knowing that you use Sweet Baby Ray's.
I'm not going to sit here and give the entire recipe in the video, because have people sitting there with pen and paper. Alright, what next?
Like, it's alright, now they know you have a secret, right? And so what you do is you start just revealing bits of the recipe in each video that you post after this, and then they have to keep watching.
Just change one letter in each title to be one letter from the ingredient.
Like, God damn it, I heard him say oregano. How much? How much?
The answer is, I legitimately don't know. Like, I know I will never be able to recreate any individual sauce the way I make it, because I just don't bother looking at how much I put. I go, that looks like enough.
Like, it's a handful, but I got big-ass hands, so you might need 2 handfuls.
That's a pinch, but, you know, I use a generous pinch.
Dude, I don't think that guy even knew where the hell he was being hit from.
He was an asshole.
Yeah, probably. He's a Dark Souls enemy.
The good news is, because we pulled that lever, we actually opened up a small shortcut. Because that portcullis wasn't open before. Is that a deacon enemy?
Not anymore.
What the fuck were they doing up here? This is very much the domain of Prince Lothric. Pontiff's guys are not welcome here.
Look, he got lost on his quest with Piggly Wiggly. That's right, it's a callback to last video. Who's been paying attention?
Nobody, because nobody watches to the end of the videos.
You can't prove that.
I actually can.
Oh, that's sad.
I have the analytics to back that assertion up.
Aw. Alright, everybody watching this video, if you've made it this far, leave a comment saying why you don't make it to the end.
If you watch to the end of the video, I will reveal one of my secret ingredients. So we're going to be going through that door a couple times, because there's a bunch of different drop-offs around here. This, for instance, is a massive shortcut.
Oh, that's good. Goodbye, Solaire.
Bye, Solaire. This takes us all the way back down to the bonfire. And it's right there.
Oh, and you got lots of souls to spend, too.
I was saying at the start of the last video I didn't know why the bonfire was in this room. I guess that's a pretty good reason.
Yeah?
It gets even better later when we get to the end of the next area, because there is a shortcut from the start of that area, the end of that area, to the area we just left, which itself has the shortcut back to that bonfire.
At that point, it seems easier to just give you a teleporter pad, just like, there you go.
So when you're doing boss runs, it actually could be faster to start at the lowest bonfire in the area and run to the highest point because of the shortcuts. Because the boss is right there. There's the boss fog.
But we're not going there yet, are we?
No, there is stuff to do first.
Alright, I had a feeling you didn't spend 18 minutes fighting a boss, but...
No, this boss gets one shot.
Well, that's kind of sad for the boss.
Not really. Dragon Slayer armor is a bitch.
Sounds like a cool boss, though. So is that one of those items? Does Lucario's mask or whatever you just said, does that change your appearance?
In Dark Souls 2, there was no Solaire, but the equivalent NPC was a woman named Lucatiel.
Oh, Lucatia, I was a little off.
She randomly shows up, and supposedly in her homeland, wearing this mask is like a big mark of shame. But because you don't know her homeland, you just make friends with her anyway.
Like, cool mask, bro. What do you mean it's a mark of shame? I don't care if you pooped your pants in the school bus, I still like you.
And so you have to take Lucatiel to a bunch of different boss. I think you have to successfully take her to 3 different boss fights.
Specific ones or just any?
Well, her sign only shows up outside of 5 boss fights.
Oh.
So while you have a little leeway, you do have to, get on that. But of course, because it's a Dark Souls quest, it doesn't end well for Lucatiel.
Of course not.
But yeah, we just found her mask, and that was something Cinders added.
Alright, so now you said her homeland, so there are, there's other countries and stuff here in Dark Souls. Like, should we assume that the world of Dark Souls is as big as, our planet Earth? Or is it...
I would assume so.
And what, somehow we're the only one actually doing shit?
Like, even as far back as the first Dark Souls, there was talk about the Far East. And, there's katanas and shit everywhere.
But the thing is just... making it a world
This
like that...
statue, do you recognize that spear?
No, but maybe I should.
Okay, so... do you remember the Nameless King, the god we killed?
Yes.
The Nameless King is the patron saint of the Warriors of Sunlight. Solaire's Covenant.
Oh.
That was a defaced statue of the Nameless King back there.
Wait, did we kill Solaire's god?
Technically.
No wonder he seems so pissed off this episode. You killed his main deity.
He's still casting lightning.
Well, that's true. Tiny. That's not tiny.
That's a big hammer. That is Moth's armor. If you get a new ring, you gotta look to see what it does, even if you can't find it. That doesn't sound useful. Boosts damage upon killing enemies, but harms you for doing so.
But, going back to how the world here is, big and just presumably big, and there's all sorts of stuff going on. I don't know if I'm crazy about that, because thinking about it, then it seems like it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing in the Far East countries or off in the North or anything else. The only thing that matters is what's going on in these cities and ruins and dungeons. We're exploring what we're doing. Like, we're the only ones affecting the world. And it's like, you're going to sit there and tell me that honestly there is nobody else out there that is doing anything like this? Or doesn't have their own version of this going through in their own country, and that it doesn't matter because it's not the protagonist we're playing as?
To be absolutely fair, in Dark Souls 1, you are specifically in the Land of the Gods. Like, the legendary land of Lordrand.
Okay, well, I can see how that might not affect everything else then.
Dark Souls 2 takes place in Drangleic, which is hidden. In the intro cutscene, which I'm sure is abstracting something. By the way, that's the Consumed King's Garden down there.
For a second, I wondered if you're going to drop.
Anyway, Dark Souls 2 takes place in Drangleic, which, in the opening cutscene, You have to make a whirlpool appear and then drop into it. Which doesn't make sense, but you know how Dark Souls is.
Okay, so they're not the main planet.
And then in Dark Souls 3, it's implied that the lands of the Lords of Cinder, which are everybody who has linked the fire up to that point, the lands of the Lords of Cinder are converging. So Dark Souls 3 doesn't necessarily have this layout, but because things are so fucked up in the world, the land is appears like this.
So now, with them taking place, like you said, the first one was in the land of the gods, and Dark Souls 2 was hidden. You actually had to enter a whirlpool to go do anything.
Right.
It's entirely possible that their regular world, I guess you could say, things might be okay there?
No.
Oh, definitely not then, huh?
Because in Dark Souls 1, the Land of the Gods was specifically Anor Londo and the land surrounding it. In Dark Souls, we've been through Anor Londo here in Dark Souls 3. It's just down the road from Lothric.
Oh, so it's not actually like a different land. It's... Oh, okay, I see now.
Yeah. It's also kind of implied that, especially with Dark Souls 3 here, with everybody, all the different Lords of Cinder, is that it's a thing that the different countries are... It's almost like the Crusades, I would guess. The different countries send champions to try to do it because it brings them honor or something.
I guess I was just looking real hard for a way things would be okay for somebody in our Dark Souls world.
No. By the way, that was Egon. If you remember way back to the very first video you did, Egon was the guy who was holding that poor blind nun hostage.
Oh, yeah. He also collects molds and funguses.
He's been helping us out with a couple fights, and this is the end of his questline.
I don't know how you keep track of all these quests, but I'm glad you can.
There's a wiki page that just has quests on it, and I follow that. And also, Cinders is here because Cinders pledged to be our knight.
Oh boy, that hurt.
Yeah. But this is a four-way beatdown. It's me, Ferald, Cinders, and Egon beating up the Dragon Slayer armor.
Man, my god, you're just ganging up on the nerd.
And those dragons off to the side of the platform will attack it if this fight goes on too long.
Hey, this guy doesn't seem all that dangerous.
He's extremely... You saw how much damage he did to our health from full.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's dangerous exactly. He just hits hard.
I mean, that's pretty dangerous.
Well, that was certainly a boss fight.
So in the base game, this is the site of the funniest bonfire series in the game. Because there's the bonfire directly outside in front of the boss. There's the bonfire that appears when you kill the boss. Which is right here where I'm about to run past. And then within sight of this bonfire, through that archway up ahead, is a third bonfire.
And not a one of them was a mimic.
The Cinders move them around, and I think rightfully so, because you don't really need 3 freaking bonfires in a row.
Maybe not, but I can't help but feel like From did that on purpose, and it just amuses them.
From was weird with the difficulty in the base game. Be wearing that crown come the next series of updates.
In about 6 weeks.
Hopefully not. Reveals the unseen in the Grand Archives. That's where we're going next.
Well, that's definitely a good thing to have, then.
Grand Archives is full of nerds and library books. And wax. So fucking much wax.
Alright, you're just going to want to edit out this next line right now. Actually, no, never mind. I'm not even going to say it. I will tell you after the video what I was thinking.
Okay. I kind of have a feeling.
You're probably right on the money, but...
I don't know who this nerd is right here, but we have to kill him to get to the bonfire.
Fucking nerds always gatekeeping their bonfires. Wasn't enough that I couldn't play Magic the Gathering with him, now I can't go to the fucking library. Or the bonfire. You know what? Fuck that guy. I don't even remember what I'm trying to say. He's got me so angry and upset.
So this right here is a shortcut. We could, we can't do anything with it right now, but that goes to the very top of the area. That's to make the boss run easier. So let's spend about 300,000 souls. Three levels.
Jesus Christ.
We are level 112. We should be doing the DLC right now. The last piece of DLC is rated for level 120.
Oh, well, we're just going to be kicking ass and taking names when we get there. I say we like I'm doing anything this LP, but...
So this is the Undead Settlement, and that's our giant friend.
Oh, the one that was throwing spears for us.
He's dead now.
You know, he's probably better off that way.
I hope he rests well.
You know he does, and it's Dark Souls. Can you imagine what Dark Souls hell must look like?
It's getting increasingly more full all the time.
Dark Souls hell is either like the worst place ever, or it's like Chuck E. Cheese, but like the pizza is good and you always have enough tickets. Like, you know, you lived in that world, alright, just we're gonna throw you a bone here, play some skee ball. Okay.
Like that old Sam Kinison bit. Oh, you were married? Shit. Guess nothing here is going to be a surprise to you then. You want a job? Nothing?
Nothing.
So we're going back to where we first met Egon. Because after you kill the Dragon Slayer armor, his quest just abruptly ends.
Of course it does. Why would you have any indication on these things?
And so over here, where he was keeping Irina prisoner, is his weapon, a soul, and a shield.
And that's all that's left of him, huh?
Yep, that's Egon. He's dead now.
So glad we did that quest. Straight sword used by the penetrator, a hero lost to the annals of history. Annals, I'm sorry. Okay, why'd you leave in this loading screen? I thought you usually cut these out.
I think what I was doing when I was editing this was just paging past it real quick, so it didn't look like it lasted that long. Because this was recorded immediately after the Dragon Slayer armor boss fight.
Ah, how...
And she sells some stuff now that we've killed some bosses.
Oh, we get Smough stuff and gun deer.
She sells all the different boss armors. And she also sells the Morn set at once Egon dies.
Boy, I can't wait to see what her next costume change is.
I haven't decided yet, but I've got an idea. I think I bought a couple different sets last time.
God, I hope the next level's... not next level. The next video starts and you're just dressed like Hulk Hogan.
Ashen one.
I don't think I can pull that one off. We didn't really pick up much to give to anybody. I think we can give Irina a tome.
You know,
Yeah, we
But
picked up
Grey
a
Rat here.
divine braille tome.
for another round of thieving. There must be something of use in Lothric Castle.
So this quest is bugged in the version of Cinders I have installed.
Death trap. Not a single man has returned from the castle unscathed, even back in the day.
If we send Grey Rat out to pillage here, he will die. There is no way to stop it.
And I consider myself your friend.
Now, it's supposed to drop his ashes, so you can give them to the Shrine Handmaid and get his goods.
I know Lothric like the back of my hand.
So I just sent our thief friend to his death.
Well, that,
So I'm just getting some souls real quick.
Look, you're not gonna make it back. Good fucking luck.
It's not like I need them, and it's less than it takes to level up, so it's just basically transitory as far as I'm concerned.
Goodbye. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
Yeah, they're kind of for naught anyway, bud.
I'll point out his corpse when we get there. Because there's no way we can interact with it, because the Cinders mod doesn't let his ashes drop.
Our Lord and rightful
I can actually give myself the ashes with the
Lordship. I am at thy
other mod I have installed, but I don't
O Lord,
want to dig through the item tables to find it.
I prithee.
Yeah, because you're so busy.
There's hundreds of items.
To link the fire, wrested from its mantle. The age of fire was founded by the old gods, sustained by the linking of the fire. But the gods are no more.
The Age of Fire doesn't sound that good. And neither does the Age of Darkness.
Our Lord,
There's no good answers, no good endings here.
who weareth the true face of
I think that's another reason I never want to play a Dark Souls game.
Our Lord,
It's fucking
and
depressing.
the hour.
Yeah? So we're basically going to take power for ourselves instead.
Be safe.
That's not going to end well for you, because some adventurer is going to come along, shove a sword up your ass, and take your soul.
Yeah, but I have a gun.
Look, by that time, maybe he'll have a gun too, alright? You don't know what kind of mods they'll have in the future.
You know what, if such a time comes, I will gladly relinquish the crown to whoever else wants it.
He's got to have a better gun than me.
And I will have a pretty fucking good gun.
You know, I hope he shows up with a minigun.
That would be awesome. But yeah, I think doing some math here, I think the next series of videos, probably, I haven't recorded them yet, but I'm imagining it's going to be about 4 videos.
Alright, and that'll take us through the Grand Archive.
The Grand Archive and Upper Lothric Castle. Because the boss of the Grand Archive is the boss of Lothric Castle.
Oh.
And then we will be done with the base game. It will be time to start the DLC after the next series of videos.
Wow, I didn't realize we were close to the end already.
Yep, we are there. So before too long, we will be going to the first DLC, The Ashes of Ariandel.
That sounds exciting.
It's a snowy hellscape.
Oh, of course. It looks like crap then.
It's... the DLC of Dark Souls 3 is no joke. Even with a gun, it is merciless.
Something about the phrase, even with a gun, I am going to get fucked up beyond all recognition.
There is one section in the Ashes of Ariandel, and if you've played the DLC, you know exactly what I'm talking about, viewers. There is a guy high in a tower sniping at you, and he's got a giant bow. And he is outside of the range of my guns.
So you actually have to play Dark Souls 3 as intended for a little bit, huh?
A little bit. I just have to get close enough to make sure the shots land.
You think if he can hit you, you can hit him.
You know how enemy snipers are.
Yeah, the bullshit, even in Dark Souls.
Mr. Scotty beams them in.
My god, wouldn't that be great? Like, you go to start the DLC and you're still on the Enterprise.
Which Enterprise, though?
Yeah, fucking all of them.
You know what? I'll accept it.
Like, you just step on there, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Then all of a sudden, Miles O'Brien is there, and you're saying, Jesus Christ!
By the way, people, if you've listened to this far, the secret ingredient is tomato sauce.
Stay tuned for more.
See you, folks.